Every single year, deep in the forested hills of Kerala, India, something incredible happens. One of the largest annual pilgrimages on the entire planet. We're talking millions of people making a really tough journey to a remote shrine. Today, we're going to unpack the story behind the legendary pilgrimage to Sabarimala. And at the very heart of this whole thing is a fascinating, almost unbelievable question. How did Lord Ayyappan, a deity with one of the most unique origin stories you'll ever hear, become the reason for this massive spiritual event?
So here's how we're going to tackle this. We're going to follow the path of the pilgrimage itself. First, we'll look at Ayyappan's origins, then the intense prep work, the journey, the big festival, and finally, we'll get into the mystery of the sacred lights that draw everyone there.
All right, let's jump right in. To really get what Sabarimala is all about, you first have to understand the god at the center of it all, Lord Ayyappan. To get Ayyappan, you really have to understand two major and often kind of opposing forces in Hinduism. So on one side, you have Shaivism, focused on Shiva, the destroyer. He's all about austerity, a more grim vibe. On the other side, you have Vaishnavism, focused on Vishnu, the protector, who brings this brighter, more maternal energy. Ayyappan? He's the powerful fusion of both. His name, Hari Haraputra, is actually a dead giveaway. It literally means son of Hari and Hara. That's Vishnu and Shiva. According to the ancient Puranic legends, Lord Vishnu once took the form of a beautiful enchantress named Mohini to trick some demons. Well, Lord Shiva was completely captivated by this form, and from their union, Ayyappan was born, a child of two of Hinduism's most powerful male gods.
Now, an origin story that unique, well, it demands an equally unique kind of devotion. So before any pilgrim even takes a single step towards that shrine, they have to go through a period of really intense personal discipline. For 41 straight days, this period is known as Mandala Kalam. Pilgrims take on this demanding vow of extreme austerity. It's called the Vratham, and it's not a small thing. It's a complete transformation of their entire daily life. And we're talking about some serious commitment here. They switch to a simple vegetarian diet, they practice complete celibacy, walk around barefoot, and fill their days with prayer and meditation. The whole goal, you see, is to purify everything, body, mind, and soul, to get ready for the sacred journey that's coming. Okay, so once those 41 days are up, the physical part of the journey kicks off. Millions of pilgrims, who at this point are all called Ayyappans, which is a cool sign of equality, they start the trek up to that remote hilltop shrine. And you've got a choice to make. There are two main paths. You've got the traditional Aramulli route. That's the hardcore, 45-kilometer trek through the forest that takes days. Or there's the much shorter Pamba route, which you can knock out in just a few hours. Which one you pick really depends on your physical fitness and, how intense of an experience you're looking for. After that long, long trek, they finally arrive. This is the destination, the Sabarimala temple. But it's not over yet. To get to the inner sanctum, you have to climb these 18 sacred golden steps. It's like the final act of devotion before you can finally see the deity. The entire pilgrimage season, all of this effort, it all builds to one incredible peak, the festival of Makaravilakku. It happens on the day of Makara Sankranti, right in the middle of January. On this specific day, a pretty amazing sequence of events just unfolds one after another. First, the sacred ornaments of Lord Ayyappan show up from a place called Pandalan Palace. Then, as the sun goes down, an eagle starts circling the temple. After that, a super bright star appears in the sky. And finally, a flame lights up 3 times on a distant hill, all while millions of people are chanting Swamiye Saranam Ayyappa, which means, Lord Ayyappa, I seek refuge in you. You can just imagine the atmosphere. It's absolutely electric. For the millions of people gathered there, these aren't just coincidences. No way. They are seen as powerful, perfectly timed signs of Lord Ayyappan's divine presence. So that brings up the big question, right? What exactly are this star and this flame? And the answer, well, it's this fascinating mix of astronomy, ancient ritual, and just pure, unshakable faith. Okay, so it turns out there are 2 totally separate things going on here. The Makarajyothi, that's the star. And it's a natural thing. It's actually Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky, making its appearance. The Makaravilakku, on the other hand, is the flame. And that is a man-made ritual event. For years and years, a lot of people believed that flame was a divine miracle. But the group that manages the temple, the Travancore Devotional Board, they eventually clarified it in court, saying, look, the light is man-made and we have never claimed it was something supernatural.
In fact, the ritual goes way back. It's actually a tradition that was started centuries ago by the local Malaya Raya tribe to mark this special celestial event. But here's the most amazing part. Knowing that the flame is man-made hasn't really changed anything for the pilgrims. For them, the meaning, the power of that ritual, it's still completely there. And that's really what the journey to Sabarimala leaves us with. It's this powerful question: what really makes something a miracle? Is it that it has some mysterious, unexplainable origin, or is it the incredible meaning and the life-changing power that it holds for millions and millions of people?